Episode 20. Way back when blog for the years of hip hop. This is the incredible G, aka the G Man.
Yeah, that's right, G Money. And I'm your host with the most, Mr. Ron.
And today we're going to take you back to 1988.
That's right. I will take you back to 1988 with a track called Dance Floor from this rapper that no one knows called Raheem. Alright, party people. So here we are. Originality. In 1988, hip-hop was all about New York.
Yeah.
We could definitely agree upon
East
that.
Coast, yeah.
You had a few cats on the West Coast doing their thing. Ice-T, Too Short.
Yeah.
You know, it was pretty much all about New York. Or was it? Because out of nowhere, this cat that goes by the name of Raheem
From Houston, Texas.
from Houston, Texas, comes and drops this gem of a track called Dance Floor. Okay, now, to situate you a little bit, it's 1988. We grew up in Canada, and the only hip-hop show that we get is not even a hip-hop show. It's called Video Dance. Remember that?
Yeah.
And it's not like YouTube, you get to just go and pick your videos. No. You sit down and wait.
Watch whatever they give
That's
you.
right. So in there, you're gonna have some like alternative stuff, like Depeche Mode, still dancey. You know, you're gonna have some pop, songs, but they're also going to sneak a couple of rap songs in there. And this is how I discovered this song. Back then, I had no idea who he was.
Or where Houston was. Back then,
I thought he was a New York cat.
New York cat. Every rapper came out of New York for us,
And I was like, he must be, another New York cat. For originality, I will go with a 3.5.
You see me, fresh rapper out of Houston, flowing like a New York cat with a hard image that defines the style of 1988. It was a Cool clone.
A little bit. And
He looked at dress and...
Yeah, even like his rhyme at a certain time kind of like reminded me of I'm Bad from LL Cool J.
And he came with a hardcore rap style, and that was original. So to me, it was like, LL Cool J competition, So I came out with a 3 for originality.
Oh, good. As for me, we are going through a new category. Delivery, which consists of lyrics and flow. We both mentioned that he had this hard LL-like delivery, which when I'm listening to the song, I think it took a couple of jabs to LL. However, I don't know what happened to Genius.com because there were no lyrics to be found. I don't know how you did it. You tell me.
That's true. Genius.com, what happened? I thought you were the Bible of lyrics. And I had to take the time to do like back in 88 when I wanted to learn the lyrics of a rap song.
Old school?
Yeah, because my English was I was starting to learn English. I was learning everything, and then I had to rewind, fast forward, and try to decipher the lyrics. And that's how I came up with a quotable. I wasted like 2 hours, thanks to Genius.com, to find a quotable out of the song. And what I came up with was, the truth quadruple jack, the Ripper is a punk. I never liked you, sucker, and your record stunk. It's time to back down or even fall to the ground while my homeboy runs last 6 rounds. So that was pretty
So I got, Jack the Ripper is known as L.
Yeah, that was right. He was talking to L. He dissed LL, and he was different than most 88 artists. He had a style like L. It was not the mainstream rhyme kind of style, and that's why I came up with a tweet for that. It was pretty different for his time, and that's it for the lyrics and delivery and flow.
So
production and beat.
That's right. Production and beat. And to me, this is where this particular track takes the cake, party people. That heavy and really heavy synth bass. At that time, it was just a little different. Okay? I knew that there was an unusual groove to it. But my little ears, because...
You still had Virgin names.
Exactly. I couldn't really pinpoint it. But I knew that there was something there. And of course, while I'm doing my research, production was handled by James Smith, Carl Stevenson, who actually produced a bunch of tracks for guess who? Beck.
That was,
Beck, my man.
That was a different style of music, That's why it had a formula of electronic kind of Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
Beck was an original cat.
Yeah, he was.
And also there was Davey DMX.
He was already a huge producer at the time.
He did a lot of classic Run DMC tracks.
I think he did most of
the early Run DMC, the first two albums.
No. The album that had Run's House, Mary Mary.
Yeah.
Most of the album, I think, is produced by Davey DMX. Yeah. He also actually produced for a guy that I don't think he's gonna make it on the top 1,000. It's Shinehead.
Oh, but Shinehead wasn't a rap, I was waiting.
He's like, he's borderline, you know. But my favorite Shinehead song are like hardcore reggae. So.
But he had that track with Sting, the Sting sample.
Yeah.
Jamaican in New York.
He also had the Chain Gang.
Yeah, the Chain Gang rap.
I can't put this on the top. I can't. I won't.
No.
After revisiting this song, I came to the realization, I think there's only one sample for this song.
Yeah, it's...
You're the nerd. You're the sample nerd.
For the sample for that song...
Oh! Eddie Kendrick, Keep on Tracking.
Yes, that was from EPMD sampled that on the song Underground, the 1990 song Underground. Strictly made for the Underground, EPMD representing. So... That was a 1973 sample, and it was built around that. The beat.
Yeah, just heavy synth. The beat was just banging. The production was new. It was fresh. I didn't know how, though. I didn't know how to express it. So for these reasons, I give it a 4.
4? Wow, okay. Me, it was a great banger. Not too soft, not too hard. It was very musical beat at that time.
Yes.
Compared with the heavy synthesizer... It was with synthesizer compared to the drum machine scratching sampling formula
and the jazz
from New York
samples,
style, like Marty Mall. It was different. Sorry, and they came out with synthesizer. It was like and it was really groovy, catchy, and it wasn't complicated since it had the formula, sampling, scratching machine. To me, I give it a 3. It was different for me.
Okay.
So that's why I came out with a 3.
Okay. Relevance. Is this song still relevant? Longevity. Did this song stand through the test of time? Absolutely not. Unfortunately,
even this Genius.com, they have no lyrics for it.
This song is straight up nostalgia.
Purists like us.
That's right.
That had to know who it was or remember him, because nobody remembers Raheem.
Nope. And he was still like he had his place in the hip hop culture. For me, relevance, longevity. I'm sorry, Mr. Raheem, but you get a 1.5.
See, stingy around had to be more stingy than I. 1.5. I give it a 2. and nobody remembers Raheem or knows.
You gotta earn it. You gotta earn it.
And he was an original member of the Ghetto Boys.
Yes, he was.
Before
indeed.
Scarface and Willie D joined. And also in the video, you can see Bushwick Bill dancing in the video. Because Bushwick Bill was from day one an original Ghetto Boys.
He's the only original.
The only original member with Raheem. And then when Raheem left and the two other cats that were in the group left, that's where Bushwick Bill was the only one left, and they recruited Scarface and Willie D. But that's another story. For another time. Mine's playing tricks on you.
That's right. So
I give it a 2.
Oh, okay. It's not so bad.
Not bad.
You know, of course, classic overreacher. You know, but yeah.
Impact.
Boom from the cannon. So, as for myself, I will tell you, party people, it's very difficult to make an impact in 1988 unless you're from New York or maybe LA, and that's a huge maybe. This cat comes out of Houston, Texas, you know, and doing his thing. To me, it was important that I put this song into the 40 years of hip hop because he was the first artist from Rap-A-Lot Records. Yeah. Okay.
J. Prince.
Yeah, he was the first artist with a full-length album from Rap-A-Lot Records. The Ghetto Boys had a few singles, but not a full album. Just for that, and unfortunately, just for that only, I will give my man Raheem a 3 out of 5.
Because to me, for the impact, you opened the doors to Houston rap by Rap-A-Lot Records.
Yes, he did.
First major hit from Houston. And I had to dig to find information on that because, like, even my cousins from the States, they didn't know who Raheem was. Because us in Canada, we were imposed the video program. They chose some songs. I don't know how I'd random, and that's how I got exposed to him. And he had one of the first story J. Prince I founded a Rap-A-Lot Records. He had a way to get a New York deal for the record label, and Raheem was young, 17, and he got drunk and he passed out. He never showed up on time to the meeting, and he screwed up the deal. And that's where, when they went back to Houston, J. Prince said, well, let's do that shit independently. The major label, the East Coast, and that's how they started Rap-A-Lot, you know?
Wow.
And it showed up that rap could come out of anywhere else than New York, and for that reason, I give it a 3.5.
Oh, okay. So, even though you are a classic overreacher, we're pretty close
for this one. Yeah.
For this one.
So I'll let you review the whole total score.
A little recap, of course. Originality, I gave it a 3.5. With my man, the G Unit over here, gave it a
3.
Okay. For delivery, which consists of lyrics and flow, I myself thought that a 2 was good enough.
I came out with a 3.
The best part of the song is definitely production-wise. I gave it a solid 4.
Me, it was great, but something was missing. But it was catchy as hell until this day, so I give it a 3.
Relevance. Is this still song relevant? Did it live throughout the test of time? Nope.
No.
And for that, I give it a 1.5.
I give it a 2. Even the video, you cannot even find it on YouTube. I had to go on Vimeo to find it, I think.
No, you can't get the video, man. Last point, Impact. I myself gave it a 3.
3.5, sorry.
Okay. I went 14 on 25 for a 56%.
Came out with
right there in the middle.
14.5 on 25 for 58%. People in the middle, right here in the middle, 2 status. And it's not because it received a low status. It's just it had to be on the list of 1,000 songs that define hip hop in the last 40 years. And when we rate it, the ratings doesn't necessarily mean it's not supposed to be on the list. So that's why we're here. So I want your comments. People comment. Go Google, not go Google Raheem, the Vigilante album, the Track Dance Floor. Go watch the video. It was an ill video.
Yeah, it was.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, party people. We appreciate your support. Also, watch out for our next video coming out real soon.
Podcast on Apple Music, Spotify.
That's right. Give our video a thumbs up. Better yet, share it with your friends. Subscribe so like this you won't miss any episode.
Thanks to genius.com and woosample.com for information.
Peace and we out.
We out.